We often encounter individuals who resort to falsehoods to avoid problems or gain advantages. They concoct stories, believing this will solve their difficulties. However, this behavior only complicates life further and breeds distrust. Lying might seem like a quick fix, but the truth inevitably comes to light, and when it does, the repercussions can be far more severe. In today's story, we will learn about the dangers of deceit and the importance of living with integrity through the adventures of a golden lion tamarin named Oliver. Oliver was a clever and charismatic golden lion tamarin, but he had one major flaw. He lied constantly. Since he was young, he told small lies to get out of trouble, but as he grew older, his lies became bigger and more frequent. Oliver lied to stand out among other animals, avoid responsibilities, and impress those around him. He lied so much that he often believed his own falsehoods. One day, Oliver told a falsehood to the other animals in the forest about an exclusive food source. He claimed to have discovered a place full of fresh and delicious fruits that only he knew about. Trusting Oliver, the other animals followed his directions and went in search of this food source. However, they found nothing and spent the entire day searching in vain. While the other animals were away, Oliver took advantage of the situation to gather the best fruits and hide them for himself. He believed that this way he would have plenty of food while the others continued searching. When the animals returned, exhausted and empty-handed, they began to suspect Oliver. They realized something was amiss, but Oliver persisted in his deceit, claiming they might have searched in the wrong place. Over time, the animals' trust in Oliver's words began to wane, yet he continued using lies to avoid trouble. One day, a wooden bridge that spanned the forest's main river was destroyed. The animals relied on this bridge to gather water and resources from the other side of the river. Without it, many became worried. The previous afternoon, Oliver had been playing on the bridge, jumping and swinging on it vigorously, unaware of how fragile and old the structure was. With Oliver's weight and sudden movements, the bridge began to give way and eventually collapsed. When the animals gathered to discuss the bridge problem, a rabbit asked if Oliver knew what had happened, as the rabbit had seen him near the site the previous evening. Fearing he would be blamed for the bridge's destruction, Oliver concocted a story. He claimed that during the night, he saw a large boar attempting to cross the bridge and that the animal had destroyed it in the process. Worried about the presence of an aggressive boar, the animals organized search parties to locate the creature and address the issue. Meanwhile, Oliver tried to keep himself away from any investigation to avoid being discovered. After days of fruitless searching, no boar was found, and the animals began to suspect that something was amiss. The bridge remained destroyed, and access to the river continued to be a problem. Distrust in Oliver grew steadily, but he couldn't stop lying. One day, while chatting with a group of animals in the clearing, Oliver started to tell a story about his adventures in the forest. He exaggerated his achievements, claiming that he had faced and defeated a large predator alone, rescued endangered young animals, and discovered hidden treasure beneath a giant tree. Among the animals listening to the story was Stella, the owl known for her wisdom and honesty. Stella knew Oliver's story wasn't true, as she had been in the forest on the same day and hadn't seen anything he described. With her calm and steady voice, Stella confronted Oliver in front of everyone. "Oliver, I was in the forest that day. I know that nothing you're saying happened. Why do you keep making up these stories?" Oliver, caught off guard and feeling embarrassed, tried to argue but found himself speechless. The other animals, realizing they had been deceived once again, felt disappointed and began to distance themselves from Oliver. His credibility was utterly shattered, and he finally realized how much his lies had damaged his relationships and reputation. After the confrontation with Stella, Oliver was deeply shaken. He isolated himself from the other animals, feeling ashamed and reflecting on his actions. Stella, knowing that Oliver needed guidance, decided to speak with him again. She found Oliver sitting alone by a stream. She approached quietly and sat down beside him. "Oliver," she began, "it's never too late to change. We all make mistakes, but we can learn from them." Oliver, feeling ashamed, asked, "But how can I regain the trust of the other animals? My lies have caused so much damage." Stella explained that trust is built with honesty and consistent actions. She shared stories of other animals who had faced similar challenges and managed to turn their lives around, demonstrating that transformation is possible. Inspired by Stella's words, Oliver decided it was time to change. He began reflecting on his actions and offered sincere apologies to the animals he had deceived. Determined to make amends, Oliver worked hard to regain the trust of the other animals. He knew it would be a long process, but he was committed to being honest and authentic. Oliver began to actively participate in the forest activities without trying to stand out with lies. He helped rebuild the bridge, this time ensuring its safety and working collaboratively with the other animals to guarantee access to the resources on the other side of the river. Although the animals were still cautious, they began to notice the change in Oliver. He was sincere in his actions and words, and his willingness to help and genuinely contribute started to regain their trust. At a gathering in the clearing, Oliver stood up and gave a heartfelt speech. "I know my lies have caused many problems and that I've lost the trust of many of you. I am truly sorry and determined to be honest and worthy of your trust. I am willing to work hard to show that I have changed." Gradually, the animals began to accept Oliver again. They realized that his transformation was genuine and that he was truly striving to be a positive part of the community. Oliver found a new sense of peace and satisfaction in living honestly. Moral of the story: Oliver's journey teaches us that honesty is crucial for building trust and maintaining healthy relationships. Lying may seem like a quick fix to escape problems or gain advantages, but in the end, lies always come to light and cause more harm than good. Stella confronted Oliver in front of everyone because his lies were affecting the entire community. She wanted Oliver to understand the impact of his actions and the seriousness of his deceit. Sometimes, a public confrontation is necessary to address an issue that affects many people. However, Stella also offered support and guidance to Oliver privately, showing that her goal was to help, not just expose. Oliver managed to change his attitude and regain the trust of the other animals through honesty and genuine actions. This shows us that even after making serious mistakes, it is possible to redeem and transform oneself. True change begins with recognizing our mistakes and making a sincere effort to improve. The Bible teaches us the importance of truth and repentance. In the Holy Bible, it is written in Proverbs, "Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are His delight." If you enjoyed this story, please share it with those who might benefit from it. Let's spread the message of honesty and redemption so more people can discover their true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, and leave a like. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May God bless you.